Hi Rick, this is Kenta Shirakura, student number 2002-06054. This is my assignment for Data Manipulation Techniques, B.1000, Lab number 1, assignment. Here it begins. The objective of this project is to cleanse the data and to provide you with more workable data to plan for more shelters for families in Toronto. I have picked the city of Toronto and I pulled the data from the open data source. The data name is Daily Shelter Data. Why this project? The reason why I picked this theme was because I came across with an article where it says the community advocate are afraid of people losing homes due to the resume of the activities from the landlord and tenant board that is reissuing the eviction orders. So I thought it was an interesting topic, especially when the eviction activities or orders were put on hold because of the COVID-19 impact. Now, due to that resume of the activity, people are facing difficulties. I am taking the focus into the families in Toronto and to see how the city can better support this group of people. Now, the source of raw data was taken from open.toronto.ca. I have picture screenshots of where I have taken the source of data from. For the purpose of this activity, or this assignment, I have Excel spreadsheet already here, and I am going to use the existing data. First, I am going to select the whole data by hitting Control A, and I am going to filter this, and I am going to rename this as raw data, so that I am understanding this, that this is the original data. Now I am going to cleanse this data. I am looking for family support, so I am going to click onto families, and I am going to look into transitional housing because that is my topic. Sorry, I have to go into the program, so I'm going to type transitional, and there's only 2 locations. I am going to Control A, copy, and move this data into the next sheet, and I am going to name this as working data. Now I am going to use this to create the pivot table. I'm going to go into insert pivot table. Now, because I would like to see the occupancy date, I am going to put that into rows, and I am going to put the shelter name under filter, and I'm going to put into the value of capacity and occupancy. Now I am going to rename this as I'm just going to name this right here, capacity of the facility, occupancy, number of occupancy. Okay, date. And by clicking those names of the shelters, I can see which shelter has the daily occupancy of how many number. And then by using this data, I can insert a pivot chart of the lines. This is what I used for my presentation, and I'm going to go back. So by doing so, I have found out that only one of those 2 shelters are being used, and the other finding is that the one is always over capacity. I can see that daily occupancy number is higher than the capacity of the location or the facility. So what I can recommend from this data set is to be able to assist families with transitional housing need while they search for permanent housing. More transitional housing facilities are required, especially for families. The fact that only one is functional and it is always over capacity is a good indicator that this area needs additional community support and governmental funding for this very specific subpopulation. Now, this concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.